Are you looking for a helmet that has like technology in it? Well, this helmet is by Unit 1. It's called the Aura, and it is a smart e-bike helmet that you can use. So you know what? Let's go ahead and check it out and see what you think. When you first look at this helmet, you're going to notice that it has some very cool features about it, especially here in the front and here in the back. Now, right out of the gate, if you get the MIPS version of this helmet, well, it's going to cost $249. And you might be thinking, well, that's a lot of money for a helmet. But let's go over the tech and the different features of this helmet. First of all, you can get it in 5 different colors: Blackbird, Maverick, Stingray, Orca, and Ranger. One of the main features that you will notice with this helmet is that it has this huge light here in the back and here in the front, providing 360 degrees of coverage visible from all angles. It has a MIP safety system, 10 vents throughout, and only weighs 15 ounces. It has the Fidlock magnetic buckle, and the battery lasts between 3 to 12 hours depending on your settings. On the inside, you have this polyester comfort padding and this EPS impact absorption. The exterior is a polycarbonate hard shell. Now, maybe you're thinking that you want to add a visor to this helmet. Well, it does come with a visor, but check this out. It's magnetic and it clicks on very, very easily. You also can just pull it off or put it on. And how that works is this has a metal ring on it, and then you have your 5 magnets right here on the brim, and you just click it on there, and that's how it sticks. To turn the helmet on, you're going to find this button right here in the back, and you're just going to hold that down. You're going to see this rear light come on, and your lighting here in the front also turns on. Now you can control all of these features through the app. Your charging port is right under here. The helmet is MIPS rated, but also it's pretty much waterproof. And what I mean by that is if you're riding and you get rained on, it's not going to affect this helmet any. Matter of fact, this helmet can be put underwater up to 3 feet for 30 minutes. Let me show you what this helmet looks like when it is on. Just going to unhook this clamp, which is super easy. Take my hat off. Put this on, and you can make adjustments here in the back to tighten it up, and there you go. This is what it looks like without the brim, and that's what it looks like with it. There are various accessories that you can get with this helmet. Check this out. These are goggles, and they just click right into place. You can get them in clear, you can get them in tinted, and I believe that they have ones that transition from clear to tinted. Maybe you live in an area where it gets cold like I do here in Chicago. Well, you can purchase this winter liner that goes and it protects your ears and covers up all these vents with this nice soft winter lining. We have jumped forward a few days because I wanted to show you this remote that I had, but when I went to do that, it wasn't connecting to the helmet. And I ended up having to contact Unit 1, and they walked me through on how to fix it. Apparently this is a common problem. It happens sometimes, but there's some really neat functionality that you can get with this remote. Like if I push them both down at the same time and hold it, well, it turns on the helmet. That green bar that went across, that actually tells you how much battery power you have. I can also hit the turn signal and it'll flash 3 times and then go back to its normal setting. Do it on the other side and it does the same. There is a gyro in here when connected to your handlebars. If you stop real quick, it flashes your helmet. And I think that is a really cool and safe feature that goes on this thing. And if I want to turn the helmet off, well, I'm just going to hold down these 2 buttons again. Although this is a great thing if you want turn signals and a brake light, there's some other really cool features in the app. The app is basically the hub to your helmet. You can customize the lighting. You can track your battery. You can put it in a battery save mode. You can use it to remove the synchronization. It has a crash alert that will detect if you have a crash and then reach out to appropriate people. So it will detect a crash when you have it. It'll also give a countdown to see if you are okay. So if you do crash it, I won't be doing that in this video, but it'll count down and ask if you're okay so you can stop it. And if not, well, then it sends out an SOS if you fail to respond. You can adjust the performance of this with some active presets. You can hit this plus button to add a helmet or light, or to add your remote. By clicking the plus button here, now we can go into some of the various settings that your helmet has. This is your device details, tells you your color, daytime mode. It has rain mode, model name, version. Oh, looks like we can update the software. This has rain mode, so if we activate it, it's going to make the headlight brighten up and it's going to strobe so people can see you. By hitting this button right here, it turns on daylight mode. Daylight mode is where your tail light just goes down to these 2 dots, saving battery. I like the full lighting, so we're going to turn that off. But you can easily just turn these on by just hitting the button. Then you have crash alert, which will detect a crash, give you a countdown to see if you're okay, and then send out an SOS if you fail to respond. The remote is going to come with 2 different rings that you can use, these stretching rubber bands, to head and click on to here. Or they also give you zip ties where you can zip tie it to your handlebars. Let's go ahead and see how these turn signals look from behind. There's our left one. There's the right one. And now let's test out this brake light that's in the remote. We're going to do a couple of distance tests. I want to see how far away I can get to where you can still see this red light going on the back of my helmet. And then I'm also just going to hit a turn signal from this distance here. I mean, I'm pretty far away at this point. Not sure what you can see and what you can't. Now let's head back the other way to see how far you guys can see this light going across the top. I mean, we are a full block away at the moment. And now we are coming up, and now we are half a block away. And this is just showing up right here. I feel like this helmet is one of the brighter ones when it comes to the smart helmets. And although it's not totally dark as I'm doing this, you guys kind of get the idea. The darker it gets, the brighter this is going to get. And now don't expect for your helmet light to be like a headlight to your bike. It's not going to help you see down the road, but what it will do is help other people see you. And that is the safety part about it, and that's the part that's important. The more they can see you, the safer it is. You know, let's go ahead and test out these goggles. I'm going to take off my sunglasses. I want to see if these are going to protect me from the wind. I do just like how they just click on. It's so easy. Put my glasses up here. All right, we're gonna pick up some speed and see if air is shooting underneath there. Now, while we're doing this, I can tell you, so it's 90 degrees, and I can tell you that this air is going right through this helmet, and it feels good. And I'm also not having air shooting to my eyeballs. So that is a good feeling. So they work pretty good. So if you got the tinted ones or the transitional ones, and even the clear ones are working just fine. They definitely stop the wind from going into your eyes. I really feel at nighttime is when the lights on this helmet are going to show up the best. And that's probably the case with most helmets, I get that. But with this thing showing, you know, giving you 360 degrees of light from the front headlight to the back one that goes around, you know, this is about as late as I ride a bike. And you know, the sun's going down, everything's lit up better. You know, this front headlight on the helmet is working well. These detachable goggles, they work really well. Now, if it was up to me, I would totally get the transition lenses, if those are even available, just because, you know, you wouldn't even need to wear glasses because they would just get darker in the sun and then lighten up like right now as the sun is going down. So if that is an option on the website, I would definitely check that out. I mean, that's the kind of guy that I am. I like those kind of lenses because it just, you get like two pairs of glasses in one. I think a helmet like this would especially be good for somebody who doesn't have a bike with turn signals or possibly even a brake light. At that point, then you have to get the remote because it's the remote that makes those things happen. That remote's only $39. So it's a pretty good investment, and it's rechargeable. So you take it off the little thing, you turn it sideways and you snap it off, and then it just has a normal USB-C charging port on it, just like this helmet does. Now, if you are not interested in this helmet, well, maybe you found this video entertaining. And if so, well, maybe you can like and subscribe or something like that, because I do e-bike content all the time. But if this isn't for you, well, YouTube knows what you want to watch. And it's going to go ahead and throw it on the screen right now. And that's where I'll be next. So I want to thank you guys for watching. And until I see you again, enjoy the ride.